And if you take close-up shots, it almost looks like you're on the set of the Falcon. It's that detail. And then you know to look in here because Obi-Wan and Ben are about to have their last lightsaber battle.
Was that a retail release by Attakus? Or was it like a custom?
Many years ago.
Wow.
And they were supposed to make up to 400 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really difficult to get because of the cost of sending and all that kind of stuff. They were pains in the ass. This is built by a local guy out of stuff he found, stuff he got in the hardware store, and not the most skilled model maker, but he turned out, this is probably the best piece he's ever going to do in his life. And sized it to his 12-inch ATST commander and driver figures. This is an engineering drawing, original engineering drawing from 1976 for the outline of the land speeder with the original hot chocolate or really bad coffee stains. And then back here, we've got original Death Star pieces from Star Wars. So we have surface pieces and trench side pieces, and to my surprise, on one of my purchases, actually hand-painted cardboard gun towers, double-sided. And I found out the guy who painted them was here about 2 months ago, Steve Gawley, one of the early hires. And he said, yeah, we didn't want to send out for any more foam, but there were a couple of spots that just, we knew you wouldn't be able to see it in these shots, but it just, you wouldn't be able to see what they were. Down here we've got some metal models that are done out of aluminum and tin sheet from a guy in Mexico City. Wow. Amazing pieces. And his masterwork proves that the Emperor was right. There really is an aluminum Falcon. So, yeah, and it took him about a month to do that piece. It's quite amazing with the interiors. Yoda is all the hard parts of Yoda on this. They're polyurethane, unlike the original latex, but are made from the original molds from 1982. So the head, the hands, the feet, the cane, and the pan flute are all from island molds. So there's 8 of these, 6 of them at Lucasfilm. And George would bring one to the sets of episodes 2 and 3 to give the actors eye lines, since they weren't using a puppet and were doing it CG. This is what got Jar Jar into trouble. This is the Gorg, or the sewer frog, that his stomach was bigger than his brain. This wonderful piece was built for me by a friend who was a model maker in episodes 2 and 3. So he used model kits for these, but the gun tower and the surface are made by him. And this is the original, 2 of the original Star Wars storyboards by Joe Johnston, which were a gift. Now, the weirdest marketing tie-in, the episode 1 Yves Saint Laurent Cosmetics, that's just like one of Anne's favorite pieces, a Neiman Marcus charm bracelet, Leia's necklace from the ceremonial scene, not the exact one she wore, but made from the same molds by the same Finnish jewelry company, La Pogna Oi, sterling silver. Limoges boxes, high-end Swarovski crystal minaudière, a word you will never have to hear again in your life. Hard purse. And one of the reasons FAO went bankrupt, why were they selling $2,300 hard purses to toy people? And God knows how they had 75 of them. Eventually they went to 80% off like almost everything else. This is actual fabric from Padme's meadow gown from episode 2, where she and Anakin are rolling in the grass and falling in love. And George, of course, made the scene even more romantic by adding CG flying pigs known as shags. Here we have Madame Alexandra Blinky Eye dolls, which are really creepy. High-end Robert Tonner porcelain dolls. This has 5 layers of ladies' clothing, came with no instructions and no photos. My favorite from a Finnish sculptor, she did Luke, Han, and Leia as My Little Pony. We had a tour here on, what's today, Friday? We had a tour here on Wednesday. And this guy and his friend, his lady friend, were about to go to a My Little Pony convention in nearby, so they were very excited about it. Took a picture like this. And perhaps fitting for the characters, fan-made Bratz dolls of Anakin and Padme. Now, this is one of my favorite lines of